Alright guys, I got a gameplay here for you today of the waft tractor Alpha e100. This tank is a tier 10, just behemoth of a tank, one of my favorites, if not my favorite, at least from the tank destroyer category. I don't know if it trumps the T57 Heavy. Love that tank. The T57 Heavy does have a better overall reload, but the waft tractors has amazing damage output, and that can be a bit of a background game. I'm gonna tell you guys a story today. So in 8th grade, around my state, basically it's accustomed for schools to go on a field trip to Washington D.C., the capital of the U.S. Hopefully you guys know that. And basically we went, and I was in a group with one of my really good friends, and we didn't really have anyone else. Like, we all knew each other. We had about 83 kids, I think, in our graduating 8th grade class, but we had, I think, 10 people per group, maybe 12. We had no hot girls that we could hit with or hit on, and then we had just annoying guys that we had no desire to talk to. And I just had me and my one friend. I was really good friends with my stuff. But then we had our teacher, our math teacher, was actually pretty cool. He was the baseball coach at our school, varsity baseball coach. And basically, we talked to him more than we talked to anyone else. And my one friend asked him, he's like, so, can I go pet that horse? Because in DC, if you haven't been there, a lot of them are horses, because the city's pretty, like, compact. Like, it'd be hard to get a car through going at high speed if someone was robbing something or something like that. Easily, and people understand, like, your rules and stuff a lot better than if you're in a car. And
Wirkungstreffer!
like,
Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet!
A lot of horses and things that you can pet. And our teacher was like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't want someone touching my ass. And then we will start laughing because we're Catholic school, and no one really swears, especially our teachers. That's like unheard of. And to hear him do that, we just thought it was so funny. And then we go to, I think it was the National Cathedral, because it was a Catholic school, so there was a lot of, like, religion was a big part of the trip. And I'm pretty sure it was the National Cathedral. Or maybe it was the Basilica. No, we didn't go to the Basilica. It was the National Cathedral. And he's like, alright, I'll be right back. And we're like, what? Where are you going? He's like, I'm going to drop some good luck. He had no idea what he meant by that. But what he meant was, he went to the bathroom, took a shit, came back. Basically, he was saying that if you ever do that in a holy place, especially in a cathedral, it's very good luck. So that was something, and we still say that today, like, we're going to drop some good luck, we'll do it back. It's always a good that understand. So everyone else just kind of looking at us like, you guys talking, like who's going to the bathroom. So we're just laughing. And we both took one in that today, or not today, but then we both dropped some good luck. Hopefully it pays off sometime, get some good luck sometime. And then, best part, I'll go back to the
Wir sind bewegungsunfähig. Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung. Der ging nicht durch. Erwischt.
This kid's just, he's a fag. Now
Kette wieder funktionstüchtig, los geht's!
And he comes up and is just like, what'd you just say to the teacher? Like, trying to get him to confess something, and he's like swearing. He was gonna tell like the assistant principal, and he just said, shut up.
right to his face. And that, for a teacher to say that at our school, it's like a teacher shooting someone. In another school, it's so rare. And basically, that was the funniest thing. He just walked away depressed. And we were at the Holocaust Museum at that time. We were just waiting to go in, and it was like 30 degrees, and we're all freezing out there. And they're like going through security checks, and our teacher has a bag, and it took them 5 minutes to search it. They wouldn't let any of us go in unless they proved that we were all safe. Excuse me, but that was interesting, and I guess it's a good thing. But then we went to the Capitol building the next day, and it was a tour. I mean, wasn't that entertaining. We were all kind of not that much fun. It wasn't that amazing. And then what we did is, after that, apparently, we were done with the tour, and we had walked around for like an hour and a half, so we decided to sit down. And some of you may know, I doubt you do, but in our Capitol building, you can't sit down on the floor. This is some protesting that happened in the 1970s. They're still not letting us sit down. And we're all sitting down, just chilling out in the front parking lot. We're not in the parking lot. We're just inside in this public area. There's all these Secret Service guys start getting up around, and we're like all suspicious looking, and we have no idea what's happening. And then they come over and tell us that due to like rioting or something, or protest, we're not allowed to sit down. And we're all just
Gegnerfahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
Talk to girls.
Wirkungstreffer. Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
We could care less at that point, honestly. I mean, we were respecting them because we were expelled from our school if we didn't respect Secret Service members. And then we got apparently so good on
Gegnerfahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
House of Representatives, which is the single most boring thing I've ever seen. You can't bring it. Wir
haben sie nicht mal angekratzt.
Circle with a second floor and a bottom floor. And on the second floor, it's kind of like a stadium, where on the second floor it's kind of out a bit, and you look down, and you can't see right below you because it kind of comes out above the ceiling. And basically, we have to leave everything. Our phones, the girls had to leave their purses, and cameras, everything. And so, once we did that, we walked in, and we were all, was that like 11, I think? Or 12. And we were eating at Aaron Space, which was like, took like 10 or 15 minutes to get to it. The traffic was awful, and it was snowing, so it made it even worse. And excuse me, I'm yawning so much. And then we were all just dying, and we all almost fell asleep in the courtroom. It was just, it sounded cool when they first said it to us, but it was the most boring thing I've ever witnessed. They just talked about everything that a 13-year-old and that's all for that story. But just for the game, I got 5 kills, I think 4.7k damage, I believe. We'll see in a minute here when I pull up the team score. Yeah, 4.7, and that tank's amazing. Top damage on just by a bit, actually.